We need to establish a new platform for regional cooperation. Only countries in the region will benefit from this platform. Cooperation already exists between Turkey, Georgia, and Azerbaijan. Similarly, there's cooperation between Azerbaijan, Iran, and Russia, as well as between Turkey, Russia, and Iran. We can unite all of these and start a new platform. If Armenia gives up its claims and learns its lesson from this war, it too can be part of this platform. We are open to this.
Well, Esmira Jafarova is a board member of the Center of Analysis and International Relations, and she joins us now from Baku. Thanks so much for being with us. You know, so many years of negotiation, yet with one escalation followed by about 6 weeks of conflict, we finally have some kind of resolution here. Did you ever envision things being solved this way and seeing the celebrations you saw in your country over the last 48 hours?
Thank you very much for having me. Well, yes, the conflict lasted for 30 years, and definitely Azerbaijan always stressed that those territories belong to Azerbaijan, and those are territories internationally recognized by the United Nations Security Council, as well as by many documents of many international organizations. So not one day Azerbaijan hesitated from its just cause to reclaim back its international recognized territories and eliminate the occupation. And despite the fact that the peace process were continuing since 1992 under the auspices of the OSCE Minsk Group, the negotiations unfortunately did not bring the tangible solution, the lasting peace to the conflict. During those years when the negotiations were continuing, Armenia mostly demonstrated very unconstructive position, and they were always, at some point sabotaging the peace process. And at some point, we were expressing our concerns that they were imitating the engagement in the negotiations without any genuine will to liberate occupied territories. And Azerbaijan always said that if the peaceful resolution of the conflict does not yield any results, and Armenia continues to imitate the mere engagement in the negotiations, then Azerbaijan never ruled out that at some point its patience may run thin and it may want to reclaim the lost territories by military means. So our president always also stressed that the solution to this conflict is political military, only because Armenia never genuinely engaged in the negotiations. And over the last 2 years, since Nikol Pashinyan came to power, we have seen a lot of military and political provocations directed towards Azerbaijan and targeted at undermining the peace process. So to your question, if we ever see this coming, we never ruled out that military solution to the conflict may be possible.
Right. It was a relatively quick military solution, actually, in hindsight. I mean, just 44 days. That is pretty remarkable. But let me ask you, Presidents Erdogan and Aliyev actually spoke of that regional cooperation group that they hope will include Armenia as well. Where do you see that going? Well, we said before, we're not sure exactly what leadership Armenia will have in the near future. But do you think there's a good chance that Armenia will recognize that it's just better to work with their neighbors, maybe rather than against them?
Well, we hope that Armenia will take its lessons, learn its lessons from this war, and from now on will engage in a constructive and peaceful relationship with its neighbors. Because if you look at Armenia's relationship with its neighbors, they're having problems with almost everyone. And in a neighborhood, in a region which is booming with so many infrastructure, economic, energy, transport projects, being isolated in the way as Armenia is does not serve Armenia's best national interest. So obviously the cooperation in the region will flourish from now on. Now that Azerbaijan has reclaimed its occupied territories back, Azerbaijan will continue and will get stronger, will flourish more, definitely, with, of course, the cooperation with its partners, first and foremost with Turkey, and as we memorandums today. Armenia also has to realize that by self-isolating, it is not gaining anything from this policy. So we truly hope that Armenia will finally realize this. And President Ilham Aliyev also said that it is possible if Armenia withdraws and forgoes this expansionist occupational policy, and finally comes to recognize the rights of Armenian people to live in peace with its neighbors. Of course, Armenia could be also included in future potential cooperation projects that will serve Armenian people very well.
Okay. Esmira Jafarova, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.